2025 top-end T20 series sponsored by NT Tourism. Today's match is between two of our overseas sides, the Chicago Kingsmen and the Pakistan Shaheens. As you can see there, the bat flip earlier was won by Pakistan out in the middle, and they have elected to bowl first.
Looking at the first, we've got the Kingsmen lineup, and there's just the one change. In comes Ehsan Adil for the Pakistan Shaheens. Coming in is Shaheed Aziz, his third game for the tournament. He missed last night's game.
It's going to be an absolute cracking game. As I said earlier, Pakistan have won the toss and they have elected to field first. They were over the road last night, so they probably want to have a look at the pitch, familiarise themselves before they bat on it. Coming in from the northern end, here's the first ball. Oh, it's a beautiful area, just short of a length. Beat the bat and the keeper. And that's a very promising start. Shah again, beautiful approach. This time he strays on the leg side and it's been put away through mid-wicket, and it's going to be the first boundary of the morning. Great start here for the Kingsmen. So Khan taking a couple of balls just to settle in a little bit as we watch the replay now. Just straying onto the leg side, and it has been punished as it should be. In he comes now. Just a gentle little delivery. This time it's been smacked straight out to the point boundary. Can't bowl looseness at this level, and it's been punished. 4 runs. Good start from Jangia, 4 off 1.
And again, just punishing that that bowling there. Found the gap through to the point, the onside boundary.
Jangia dances down the wicket, and it's gone over the top of mid-on, and it's going to go all the way to the boundary for 4 runs. He's made the most of it. Beautiful shot there by Jangia. He's already moved on now to 8 runs, and we're only in the second over. Again, he's gone for the length delivery. This time it's been punched out to the offside, and they're going to get a comfortable 2 as the throw comes in from the boundary. Positive batting again from the Chicago Kingsmen. Bit of movement in the crease. He's bowled short. It's gone over the top for 4 runs, and it is also being called a wide. So that is very helpful for the Kingsmen, who are flying along early. Only the third over. They're making the most of the power play at the moment. They haven't lost a wicket yet. But Pakistan wouldn't be too concerned at this stage after their batting performance last night. And again, we see the signal for a free hit into Khan. Khan gives himself a little bit of room, and unfortunately for him, he has given a catch to the point region. It is comfortably taken, and it's the first wicket for the Pakistan Shaheens, and they are absolutely delighted.
Yeah, it has sort of seemed like a bit of a sloppy start for the bowling outfit here, the Shaheens. They'd be pretty happy with that wicket, because it just sort of felt that Sajid Khan and Shahan Jahangir were just getting a little bit comfortable there, Steve. But that'll be all for those two. In the end, a 26-run partnership, 8 for Khan, 9 for Jahangir, and that means about 7 runs as well.
This time it's a short ball, and it's come off the bat. The appeal is on, and it is out. The batsman seemed a little bit stunned there. I don't think he was expecting it to come in so close to the body.
No, I think he definitely thought that was going to bypass him and go over the top. It did snick his bat on the way through, and an untimely finish for Jayashree. Just 2 runs off 3 balls. Caught there sort of in the slips, I think it was, in the end.
Yes, he's practicing the shot on the way off. As we can see here, it really was very close to the body. He tried to get out of the way, but it went straight back to a whitish gully, and it was beautifully taken. We can see the side-on angle here. He very much tried to get out of the way, but it seemed like it followed him. Absolutely stunned, but he's on his way. This is a magnificent shot. He waited on it, he timed it, and it is 4 runs straight down the ground. What a positive start from Kumar.
Kumar already gotten 27, his highest score so far for the tournament. That was on Sunday against the Adelaide Strikers, off 25, and 11 off 9 in that.
This time, Wasim Jr. brings the ball back in. Possibly an off-cutter there. Fields off his own bowling. Probably an unnecessary throw. They get through for a single. Jhangier back on strike. Currently going at a runner ball. Here comes Akram again. This time he is hit down, straight down the ground. A little bit of a misfield, which has facilitated a second run, and they're able to trot through to keep the score ticking over for the Kingsmen.
That run rate now at 7.09. Still competitive, still on track for a somewhat competitive score, but they wouldn't want it to drop too much, and 2 missed time wickets so far as well.
Jhangier looked like he shaped up for the reverse, then he changed his mind and he's rocked back on the back foot and hit a beautiful shot to point for a boundary. Reactive batting there.
Yeah, Jhangier, the man so far, the danger man. I think that's now 18 off 15. He's scored.
This time 𝗍's bowls short. It has been hit hard. It's going to be taken if he's going to be under it. Yes, he's got it. He's out. Comfortably taken at deep mid-wicket. And the Pakistan Shaheens have got their 3rd wicket. That's going to stem the momentum and has swung the game back in Pakistan's way.
Yeah, he was a danger man, Jhangier. 30 today. And I think he's been pretty handy so far in the competition with bat in hand as well. Let's take a look at this catch again off the bowling of Shaheed Aziz. Hits it out there and then caught it sort of that mid-wicket position.
Yeah, regulation catch, that one. You don't want to be dropping those. It has been just poked over the top. I don't think it's got enough on it to go to the boundary, but they are going to end up getting it comfortable too, because the fielder was on the ring. So like a little backyard cricket shot, that one, a little scoop over the top.
Some unnecessary wickets.
𝗏 bowls. It has been absolutely smacked out to the leg side, and it is 4 runs. Beautiful shot there. He picked it up early, timed it lovely, and it's just what they needed. Takes the pressure off the bowling, because Pakistan Shaheens were starting to dictate terms.
Yeah, absolutely. I think a few wickets particularly to that danger man, Jhangier, who is doing quite well. Maybe puts a bit of pressure on the batsmen if they can just show their own with a boundary like that. And that was hit with confidence as well.
Aziz into 𝗂𝗏. This time he does work out on the leg side. It is too short, and it is 4 runs. A beautiful shot there. The last one was more over the top of off, round about eye height. That was the closer to the hip, and 𝗂𝗏 has cashed in there. And the Kingsmen now move on to 3 for 68.
Yeah, just starting to show a little bit of flair here, the Kingsmen. Not let Pakistan get too much on top. Still say that Pakistan's economy is probably a little bit better at the moment.
Dylan on strike. Sweeps absolutely magnificently. That is 4 all the way. The fielder on the boundary wasn't that far away from the ball, but because it was travelling so quickly, Dylan rocks back onto the back foot, and he has done it beautifully. There's not a lot of power there. It's all about the placement, and it's rolled into the Toblerones for 4 runs. Masood this time throws it up. It is going to be on the boundary, and I think it's been taken. That is a beautiful catch. He possibly, it's been called a no ball. That is absolutely all happening here. It is a free hit. It is not a wicket. It was caught on the boundary. And we are now going to see an opportunity to free the arms.
Gee, and that's disappointing for Pakistan. The Kingsmen are starting to build something quite strong here. They would have loved to have taken a wicket then and set them back to square one.
Free hit on, hit hard, out to exactly the same fielder. A little bit of irony in that, but they've only got the single. It could be a moment we'll look back on later on, Will.
Yeah, absolutely. And just looking at the last, even back to the 5th over, apart from when Shaheens took his wicket, they're averaging at about 8 runs and over.
Masood wider this time, and it has been beautifully struck again. This one with a fair bit of power, and it is gone for 4 runs. Masood throws this one up, and it is going to go over the top, and it is 6 runs. The umpire puts his arms in the air. The Kingsmen carry on, and it is absolutely very entertaining here. The boys look very comfortable here, Kumar and both Dylan, of Akram's over. He swings it wide.
Oh.
He nearly could have left that, but he has cashed in. He's managed to get something on it, and as a result, it was a good decision, and it's gone all the way for 4. So,
yeah, really good end to that over, Steve. They were sort of tracking like maybe that they were a bit nervous and just wanted to take stock after.
Oh, Kumar has made absolutely great use of the crease there. He's given himself some room, and he has just paddled it down for 4 runs. That is beautiful batting. And a bright start to the power play. Wasim Jr. comes in. It is absolutely in the slot, and Kumar has said thank you very much. It smashes into the side screen. The arms are raised by the umpire. It is 6 runs.
Don't think he's worrying about those singles. He's going to go big and wasn't wasting any time getting to that 50 either. That was a big hit there.
Dylan also gives himself some room, swings hard. It goes over the top of what would normally be the slips cordon, and that is 4 runs. This is proving to be a very expensive over. Wasim Jr. looking to exit. It is hit hard again over the fielder's head. It is going to go all the way for 4.
Here, but 46 from it, so they have really ramped up their run rate and looking to post a pretty big total as well.
Shah is the bowler from the airport end, and unlucky for him, he has started exactly the same way as Junior at the other end. It is 4 runs.
Go about their business.
Yeah, Kumar giving himself some room there. All the fielders up on the ring. Kumar again, this time he goes through the leg side. There is protection on the leg side, but it is going to be cut off, and Kumar is pretty happy to retain the strike with a 2. He's already got 6 off this over. A length delivery, but it's sat up nicely for the batter, and it's been dealt with. It has gone all the way for 6, and that is a beautiful shot.
It's gone out to the donut truck. You might find it sitting just on top of one in that little little donut hole.
Oh, that is lovely batting using the crease. As I mentioned earlier, there's not a lot of protection behind the keeper, and that has gone bang into the fence. That would have been 4 any ground.
So keeping that run rate.
Still at the wicket. He swings hard. Inside edge down to fine leg for a single. Yeah, spot on there, Will. They seem like they've got a really good understanding, these two. They've been running between the wickets really well. Good chemistry, which is important if you're going to spend a lot of time out in the middle together. It's a fuller delivery. It's very well bowled. He's fielding off his own bowling. He's kicked it into the stumps, and it's out. What an extraordinary individual performance. He's shown all skills there as a beautiful Yorker, followed up with a nice little sprint, which wouldn't look out of place at the Olympics, and then he's used some soccer skills as well to finish it off, and he's ended up with a run out. That was brilliant, Will.
Yeah, that was really good work, and I think it is Kumar on 74 who is heading into the shed. I think that was his own call as well there, so really only got himself to blame. He did try and get on his skates, but just wasn't quick enough. Take a look here. Just a little bunt in the second.
Dylan again, he's gone whack. He's got every piece of that. The fielder has got absolutely no chance. That has gone right out of the field of play, over the actual picket fence, into the pile of dirt. It might be tough going finding that. That is a magnificent shot, Will.
Yeah, it's almost made its way onto the 7th hole at the Marara Golf Course as well. Seen a few head out that way. Looks like Mohammed Fake's going to have to get out the Tonka truck and try and dig it up from that little dirt pile over there, but that was a fantastic 6.
This is a fuller delivery. Again, it's been hit hard straight down the ground. The fielder is chasing. He's probably going to just get there with a beautiful little slide there. Thrown in by 𝗂𝗎𝐶𝗵𝗂, well fielded. He comes in again. This one is a length delivery. It has been hit hard, it is high, and it is long. It is 6 runs, and it is just what the doctor ordered after a relatively lean start to the 19th over.
Safe to say he was pretty keen to find his feet there.
It was just in the slot there. A little bit of relief for him after not quite getting onto some of the other deliveries. And he's joined the party. You see the replay here, just in the slot. It was probably hit a little bit higher than he planned, but the fielder was never in play. In he comes. It's a shortish delivery. It has been hit hard. It has been hit long. The boundary riders show no interest at all because it's gone a long way and it is 6 runs. And it's into that pile of dirt over near the golf club again. What a great shot.
Yeah, fantastic shot, and that brings up his 50 in style now on 55, and suddenly that a total of 200 is just 9 runs away.
Yeah, really well batted, going at a really good clip, and you can see the shot there. Even though he's moving around in the crease, his head is very still. Bowls to Dylan. It's another short ball, and Dylan said, "Thank you very much, I'll take that," but in this case he's hit it to the boundary rider. Khan just flicks it around the corner. That was very well done, quite clever batting there. He's used the pace of the bowler, and it is 4 runs, potentially off the pad, but every run counts.
Still getting closer, Steve.
And 200 is still on the cards. Even though Pakistan Shaheens probably were hoping to chase a smaller target, they would be still confident after what they were able to do last night. Wasim Jr. again. This one is sprayed down the leg side. That is a disappointing result at this stage. It's also a boundary. It has gone very, very wide, and that is bad news for the Shaheens, but it's great news for the Kingsmen. This time it's a better ball. It's a full one. It's been hit through the leg side. The boundary rider is very deep, and the Kingsmen are going to come back for 2. It's going to be a close call, but the throw wasn't quite there. Another 2 to the score. It's a foolish delivery. There is a big shout, and it has been given LBW. That was very well bowled by the young fella. I'm happy for him. He's had a damaging over in terms of runs, but he's been rewarded with a nice full delivery there. And Dylan is on his way after a very well compiled 58 off 37 deliveries.
Yeah, really good knock from Dylan. Not quite the same as what Milind Kumar was able to assemble, but between the two of them, they've managed about 125 runs.
It's another foolish delivery, and why not? Unfortunately, this time it's been clipped to the leg side, but it is a single, bringing the Chicago Kingsmen innings to an end. It has been a highly entertaining innings with 5 wickets down for 206. Pakistan Shaheens would be a little disappointed with some of the bowling from today. The fielding was pretty good.
There are the batting figures there, as you heard. Milind Kumar, the top scorer, Tajinder Dylan, a very handy second fiddle.
Welcome back to beautiful Darwin, and we have some entertainment ahead of us. After the Chicago Kingsmen put on a great show in the first innings, the Pakistan Shaheens every chance of chasing this down, though. You would normally think 200 would be out of reach of most sides chasing second, but after what we saw last night at TIO, here we go. First ball of the second innings. Khan on strike. Ball is full, outside off stump, and it is also a front foot no ball, which is not the ideal start for the Chicago Kingsmen. As 𝗵𝗺𝗧 does a little bit of gardening and steps out his run-up. Kuggeleijn drops this one short. There is a fielder out there. He's coming in, and he's got there nice and early, and he's taken a nice, comfortable catch. Chicago Kingsmen are delighted. Kuggeleijn's got his second wicket, and they've picked up the extremely important wicket of Samad, which is a huge dent to the Shaheens' chances.
Yeah, that is a massive wicket. We know the top 3 batters for Pakistan are their 3 power hitters, the 3, I guess it's a triple threat, a 3-headed monster, if you will, at the top of that order. And now 2 of them are gone, which means it is somewhat up to Yasir Khan to try and either find another partner to bat with or do a lot of the heavy lifting himself.
As we see the replay there, probably wasn't 𝗂𝐽𝐿𝐼𝐼's best ball, but he had the protection there, so he's bowling to his field. Comes in now, another length delivery. This one's a little bit further down on the sort of the hip area. It's been well worked into the leg side, and they'll pick up 2 runs. So 𝗃 is off the mark. And that brings us to the end of another very good over from 𝗂𝐽𝐿𝐼. He has 2 overs, 2 for 4. Adil in now. Oh, he's bowled him! Even the bowler looks surprised there. He's on his way. Didn't look like it got up as much as everyone expected to, because it was a relatively shortish length, and it's just clipped the top of off bail. And 𝗃 is on his way.
And I'm not going to lie, Steve, did not expect that after how his first 2 balls went. And even with the one that struck the wickets, it just seemed...
So we watch the replay now. Let's see if it does anything. It just potentially stayed a little bit lower than everyone thought from that length. It was probably a little bit quicker as well. And that's a beautiful delivery. Very rare to have a catch in slip, and he's going to be on a hat trick. The Chicago Kingsmen are absolutely delighted. That was quicker again. He's really warming up now.
Absolutely, he is. Here could be a little bit of history for you, Steve. 2 in a row. As I said, I think that might be his first wickets of the tournament.
And now he's on a hat trick. There's been a few guys on hat tricks in the tournament so far, but we haven't seen one yet. He could be the first one in this T20 top end series. Let's have a look at the replay. A beautiful length moving away, no footwork there. He didn't really give himself a lot of assistance. Needed to get back and across, or otherwise potentially leave it alone. But in this mode of the game, not too many boys are going to be leaving it alone, so he needed to actually get something in behind it. Oh, again, just short of a length outside off stuff, but it's been snicked through the old French cut, and it's gone for 4. They'll take every run they can get, though, at the moment, the Shaheens. Very handy boundary.
Yeah, absolutely. They'll be really happy with that, and maybe that'll be something that they can build some momentum off. It does feel like they're building to a little bit of a circuit breaker, and eventually something's going to happen. Will it be an over of boundaries, or will it be another wicket falling?
As he dances down the wicket, that is a beautiful shot. Absolutely magnificent timing. Crashes into the fence. Economical bowling so far. This one's a little bit wider, giving the batsman the chance to smash it through the offside for 4. That's just what the doctor ordered. 𝗬𝗎𝗄𝗎 hits a boundary. Takes him on to 16 off 13 balls. Foolish delivery, another French cut. It's going to head towards the boundary. It's got some pace on it, and it's going to beat the fielder there.
So there comes their second boundary of the over. Maybe this is the start of that partnership. As you mentioned before, that was the blueprint set before them by Tajinder Dhillon and Milind Kumar. That partnership, more than 50 runs, and already this pair have been going since the 5th over.
We've got here, it's a full toss, and it is absolutely whacked. It is going well over the pavilion onto the roof, the big over, and that was the one. Free hit on play, and you cannot ask for anything more. That's more of a layout from Chicago. It was more like a baseball pitch, and it has been hit for a home run. Can't end again, and he's got him, he's bowled him. Gives it a fist pump. He's absolutely delighted. Just as the Shaheens were starting to get some momentum back, they've picked up another wicket. The Kingsmen, Pakistan now 5 for 71, nearing the halfway mark of their innings. A long, long way away from the 207. And the Kingsmen are jubilant.
Yeah, just as you thought Pakistan were gaining some momentum, bang, wicket tumbles and back to the drawing board.
Yasir Khan is still building something. It doesn't quite look like he's running out of partners just yet, but that could change. Coming in now, it will be Saad Masood, who he had a rough trot towards the end of that bowling innings, if I'm not mistaken.
In he comes, left arm over the wicket. He gives himself some room. It's just over the head of the mid-off fielder. It was a pretty good effort. It's gone for 4 though, and a much needed boundary for Pakistan. 𝗿𝗂𝗽 again is pulled away, and it is taken. What a great catch. It was hit hard, it was hit flat, and it has been taken in the outfield. The Kingsmen continue on their merry way, picking up their 6th wicket. Masood has to go. After hitting a boundary, he is now on his way. This time he's out the offside. He's paddled it around the corner. Could be 2 runs on. It's going to be cut off. They're even considering a rare 3 on this ground, and that's very good running. It was good batting, just pace off. He's side close. He swung hard here, and he's been knocked over. Much to the delight of all the Kingsmen, who have been up and about for a while now. Pakistan in all sorts of trouble now.
Another one bites the dust, and Umair Khan yet to concede, or he's conceded the 1 run. He's also got 1 wicket. His 2nd game today. He took 1 for 9 in Sunday's game as well. So very tidy bowling for the entire tournament.
7 down now as we watch the replay. He was trying to swing very hard, didn't get a piece of it all, and it's knocked over his stumps. This time he throws it up a little bit more. He's gone big. 𝗂𝗚𝗄𝗧 come around. He's underneath it, and he's put it down, and it's actually gone for 6. This time he's gone the reverse. That is a beautiful shot. It's got a fair bit of pace on it, a diving effort, but it's gone for 4. The run rate is boosted a little bit. Dances down the wicket. There's no one down there, so it's going to be runs. And it has gone all the way for a 6. An absolute flurry of runs here from the Shaheens.
Of leeway with this score.
He's gone big. It's gone a bit high though. Fielder getting back. He's underneath it, and he's got it. What a catch. Thought he might have run underneath it there, but he's a very good catch. He's thrown it away in delight. Another nail in the coffin for the Shaheens. Aziz has got to go. And they are in all sorts of trouble here, Pakistan.
And 𝗂𝗚𝗽, he picks up his 3rd for the day. 3 very, very important wickets. 2 early ones and that one there. That's probably, as you said, the final nail in the coffin for their hopes.
Yeah, the Kingsmen are delighted. It was a very good catch in the outfield by his arm. And the tail are now going to get some batting practice at least. Maybe set them up for the rest of this tournament. There's always a positive to come out of these sort of situations. A little bit of exposure to these conditions for the lower end. It's a short ball. It's been hit hard and straight. The fielder looks like he's given it up, and that is because the umpire has signalled a 6. A little bit out of the blue, but entertaining nonetheless. And something to cheer about for the Pakistan crowd.
And for Pakistan, they don't have to go far for the next game. That will be on this arena. In fact, their next 2 games will both be here at DXC Arena. Both night games. Adelaide Strikers tomorrow night. And here is that 6.
This time it's a full delivery. It's hit hard to a regulation point. And no run. That brings it to the end of the 17th over. Adil has 2 for 20 off 3. 𝗂𝗚𝗽 to Wasim Jr. It's a foolish delivery, over pitched, and he's helped himself to a boundary. That's a great shot. And the Pakistan flags have been enacted for the first time in a while. That's a short one, and he has been punished for that. That wasn't a very good delivery. A little bit of damage done to his impressive early figures, and that is going to go for 4 runs. Again, the Pakistan crowd enjoying this late flurry.
Yeah, and they'll need every run they can get. They have been pretty good so far. They had a pretty big win over the Bangladesh side first up. But they'd be looking at the scoreline at the moment thinking we're better than that. We are.
𝗂𝗚 again, that's more like it. A nice little bit of off-pace delivery there to Shah, who is unable to get any bat on that one.
A target of 207 is still 82 runs off.
So Shah would be looking to get himself a nice 10, 15, 20 not out here to take him some momentum into the next game, or maybe another similar opportunity that he might get. 𝗂𝗚's got 1 ball left in this eventful spell. This one's on the legs and it has been hit out to deep mid-wicket for a single. So Shah will retain the strike. At the end of the 18th over, Pakistan Shaheens are 8 for 126.
And could be the last you see of Scotty 𝗂𝗚, even if just for a day or two. He's bowled all 3 games so far. You mentioned it's an interesting task that the match managers have and the coaches have in terms of resting their players 6 games within 11 days or 10 days of each other. Can put a bit of strain, particularly on those fast bowlers. He has bowled very well prior to today. 2 for 24, 2 for 23, and then today 3 for 19. In the end, still very good figures.
Yeah, absolutely. He was probably a contender for man of the match until that last over. He might have just been pipped now, but it'll be interesting to see what decision he's come up with. Coming around the wicket here. Nice little delivery there, safely played for a dot ball.
And bowling now, Mudasa Ghulam. This will be his final one as well. Opened the attack today, conceding just 4 runs. He's also managed to pick up a wicket along the way. 1 for 25, his figures.
He's been gone for the short ball and he's just poked it over the wicketkeeper's head. That was inventive. It was a very nice shot. It's got a 4 runs, and again the Pakistan flags are back in action.
Yeah, interesting approach to these last few overs. Almost hurting their own tally a little bit, the Kingsmen here.
It definitely seems as though they are trying to make things happen. Maybe they're trying to bowl Pakistan out to gain some extra points, but they're certainly added to their variety. They haven't gone down the line and length road. They've mixed up their lengths. A lot more short balls than you'd expect.
Possibly a little bit fatigued as well. Unsure exactly. We know it's a diverse team. We don't know exactly where they've all travelled from, but I imagine if they've all come from Chicago, it'd be a difference in temperature.
Yeah.
But yeah, they just seem to have wearied a little bit in the last 4 or so overs.
Mudasa again from the northern end. This time he's bowled full. A big swing from Shah, but no contact made of any significance and no run. Eight balls left in the innings, which has been another successful one for the Chicago Kingsmen after putting on a massive score with the bat. It's been a very impressive performance all round. Only the 1 catch going down. Other than that, they've fielded extremely well, backing up the bowlers. Mudasa comes in now. It's a shortish ball. Another hard swing from Shah with no effect. We really can't expect these guys to come in at this stage of the game and be scoring at a better rate than what the batters were. It's not their job. And
the batters, well, they've been quite strong in the tournament. today just didn't quite bring enough for the Pakistan Shaheens.
Madasa for his last ball. It's full. He appeals. Doesn't get a lot of support from the umpire. It brings it to the end of his 4 overs spell with the figures of 1 for 29. And the Pakistan Shaheens are 8 for 130 after 19 overs. Umar Khan is going to bowl the last over of the game, which has been a successful one for the Chicago Kingsmen. Comprehensive victory here against the Shaheens. He throws it up, it's a full toss. It's been dealt with. There is a fielder in the area who's going to get around in time, and they come back for a comfortable 2.
Khan's figures today, 1 for 15 off 2 overs and 1 ball.
So they'd love to pick up the last 2 wickets in this over. Bowl the Shaheens out. The Shaheens have got another version of that. He's danced down the wicket. He's hit the ball hard. There is a fielder there. It's going to drop just short. They're considering a second run with a slight misfield, but they're going to have to settle for just the 1. And with 4 balls remaining, Pakistan 8 for 133. Khan again, this is on the leg side. It might have pitched outside leg, which is why it is not going to be given LB. An overthrow slightly in the equation. And 3 balls remaining. Pakistan 8 for 134. Wasim Jr. Handy little cameo for a tail ender out here. Dances down for a single. He goes on to 15 off 13 for some batting practice for him. And equally Shah, 12 off 19. He has swung hard. I don't think it was the intended area on the ground, but
not at all.
It is going to result in a boundary, I believe. The umpire looks like he's unsure, or is it just pulled up short?
I think just pulled up a little bit short.
Okay, the batters didn't really run hard. They I think they might have thought it was going to go, and they might have cost themselves some runs there, but that's okay. Not the end of the world. Wasim Jr. back on strike. Final ball of this successful game for the Kingsmen. It's belted down to long on for an easy single. The 2 Pakistan Shaheens trot through for a single. It's handshakes all round. And the Pakistan Shaheens have gone down today to the Kingsmen, who batted first after being sent in. And they put on an absolute clinic with their batting, particularly towards the back end. So you can see the American flag there. A lot of excitement in the Kingsmen camp with the way they're going in this tournament.
There is a match summary for you, and it was ultimately a 69-run win from the Kingsmen. They went on to, they'll go on to remain undefeated for the Pakistan Shaheens. It's 2 wins and 2 losses. Coming up tomorrow, there is the Kingsmen play the Comets again, while Pakistan will have redemption against the Strikers.
For more updates, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click on the bell icon. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Download T-Sports app to enjoy exciting games and highlights. Visit 𝗃𝗺𝗽𝗂𝗃.com.